I took a short vacation. So yeah, it's CGWN, episode 9, CleeG Weekly News. My name is Danger Ranger. I'm your host. My co-host who isn't here at the moment, Rhea. Uh, he helps me with a lot of the work. Now, let me introduce my guest. From What's a JPEG, we have I Am Savvy, better known as Savvy, and then Critical Mass. Would you guys like to both say
Whoa,
hi?
whoa, 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 whoa.
Hello.
If
What's
you're
up?
gonna introduce me, I need to be
Oh, the
introduced
league's bad
as
boy.
Season 1
Oh, yeah.
runner-up, which my
Season
team
1 runner-up.
was. If I'm gonna come on this
Yeah.
show, you want me on your show.
Well,
I need to be
Savvy, if
introduced as
anything,
Season
we'd
1
both be
runner-up
runner-ups.
and League Bad Boy.
League bad
You
boy.
can, you can, you can continue this.
Were you season 1 runner-up?
Not
is
in
true.
this current one, but like 2 years ago, we
Oh,
were.
so you mean like before it was officially Cleety G?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, not
It was
before
like
for
Cleety
sure.
League, I think, at that time. The fossils of the Cleety G.
Original
If someone
one.
digs around enough, you'll see them, just like them T-Rex bones. And then we got over here MX Double from
Who was
La.
also a part of it, I believe.
He was as well. Yes, yes. MX, you here? You want to say hi?
What's up?
Can you pronounce your team's name?
La Guantanamera.
Yeah, I'm
Or you can
worried.
just
I
call
don't
us
really know how
Lag.
to say that.
It's a lot easier.
I'm
Lag?
gonna call you Guantanamo
Yeah.
Bay.
All right. Well, those are my guests. Now, I just wanted to take a quick moment to, I guess, explain thoroughly what CGWN is, just because, I kind of started up CGWN 8 episodes ago and just kind of kept going, assuming everyone knew what it was from Thursday's Thoughts mostly. But, you changed the name, kind of got to explain what's going on. So, as I said, regularly every Monday at, it's going to be me and Rhea, every Monday at 9 p.m. I generally have guests on pretty much every episode. I don't tend to have any episode without guests off the top of my head. But everything changes around 8:40 when I have my mic checks. Usually, this mic check was perfect. But CGWN stands for Cleety G Weekly News. Um, we're just supposed to be a non-biased news source for Cleety G. But it's kind of impossible to be non-biased, so it's just me talking. But I definitely appreciate everybody and their following, and welcome back to CGWN after my week break. As I said, this is episode 9. So, I guess news since last episode, I wrote down a few things. Currently, CGSL is moving into week 4. We've had 13 CGSL games streamed since March 9th, my last episode. On March 10th, the CGRL was announced to be getting a restart. The date is to be determined. Following that, the CG... Let me Let me read this properly. I apologize. For the CGRL restart, it's been announced that there will be a new draft. There's intended to be 8 to 12 teams. Roster sizes are expected to shrink. We're expecting a salary cap overall, and then, as I said, restart date is to be determined. Now, other than that, on March 13th, we added one more god to our banned god list, and it was Hamidal. So that's pretty cool. He's
You
the
mean
new god,
Heimdall?
right? Heimdall? Oh, that's my mistake. Is he the new one, or is he just kind of new?
I think he is the newest one.
Yeah. Yeah, the only other banned gods were Mulan, Morgan, and Loki. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Good news. What's up, Ray? How you doing?
Hey, just lost a ranked match.
Oof.
'Cause our teammate was bad.
Mhm. I lost one of my notepads. Oh no, I didn't. It's in my hand. I'm dumb. All right. So the 13 games that happened since then, I'm gonna say winners. First, it was Poppies versus the Kaiju. Poppies won. As I said, it's gonna be winners first. It was GM Meme Team versus What's JPEG. Davies versus Rats with Bats. Then again, Davies versus Office Parties Esports. After that, it was Rats with Bats versus the Poppies. Then it was GM Meme Team versus Mist Cobras. After that, Team Frenzy versus the Kaiju. After that, What's a JPEG versus Sleepy Time Gorilla Museum, which was originally for season 2 in the draft. That was originally Nat 20, in case anyone didn't know. After that, it was MX Doubles Team. We're gonna say Lag. Lagwag. I can't pronounce it, so I'm gonna say Lag. Lag versus Kittens. Lags versus Kittens with Mittens. After that, it was Davies Delinquents versus Kittens with Mittens. Following that, the Poppies versus What's a JPEG. After that, Mist Cobras versus Teams Frenzy, and then finally it was Rats with Bats versus Sleepy Time Gorilla Museum. As I said, all those games, I said the winners first, so you can go back and decipher that. But yeah, that's basically to catch you up, or any of our viewers up, on what's happened since my break. Ray, how you doing today?
Just chilling. I went from Silver 5 up to Silver 1 in Siege again.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get there to Gold 2. I'm just chilling.
I feel you. All right, bet. I was just giving everyone a quick, I guess, intro on this episode. Now, oh yeah, there's a contest update. I do apologize. We had our contest going on, due to coronavirus, COVID-19. I'm going to be wrapping up my contest early. What I want to do is I will take the people that have already subscribed and donated to the Patreon. I'll pick from that. So we'll cut it at the number that it's at. I'll draw names, and then a winner will be decided. Luckily, GameStop is still open. So yeah. Yeah. So, Crit, how you doing
Yep.
today?
I'm doing good.
How's I did ask you this off stream. Me personally, I'm in quarantine, but how's COVID-19 affected you so far? I guess real quick.
I mean,
You're still working, right?
yeah, I'm still working. A lot of the restaurants either have chose to close down or just do to goes because we aren't allowed to sit anybody.
I feel
Yeah, that's really all I know. Beaches are probably getting shut down tomorrow. Within like 18 miles, or for 18 miles. But yeah, that's really all I know about it.
Yeah, shit's wild. I'm gonna kind of just jump into the interviews now. Savvy, you're with us, correct?
Yeah.
That's dope. How you doing today?
I'm alright.
That's fair. That's fair. So your first question, you were originally on Nat 20, which is now Sleepy Time Gorilla Museum. How was your experience on that team from the change of captains all the way up to you being traded to who you're with currently, which is What's a JPEG?
What do you mean when you're asking my experience?
How did you feel while you were going through, I guess, first the captain's change? Because I know you originally planned to be...
Let me go ahead and answer that for you. I felt like our team got off on the wrong foot. We had a captain that was doing some shady things. I felt like the administration did very little to help us at all. And because of that, we've had quite a few players quit the team entirely. We had
That's
Pinguino.
interesting.
quit the team and actually come back. And we've had 3 captains. Luckily, I'm off the team now. I was pretty friendly with some people on the team, but I haven't talked to them recently. So the experience, personally, I like the people on the team, but my experience with them, it was horrible, all completely on the administration.
Interesting. Uh, hmm. Well, how are you enjoying What's a JPEG?
I like my new team. There's not much I can say about that. I haven't played with them much, but I like Warrior. I think Warrior knows what he's doing. I've played with Crit before, so I don't really have much problems with individual people that I've played with yet.
All right. Now I had a question for fun. I did send you all the questions beforehand. Now, if you were a captain next season, with the current players in the league, who would you pick up first and why? If you got to have like your own dream team, be captain. Who's your favorite player then? I guess.
I will be a captain next season, and I will be picking up Viz first. I'll be picking up Viz first because I think pretty soon he might be dropped from probably his team and maybe even the league, and I just think I could coddle him. I think I could teach him how to play the game, and under my teachings, I think he could be at least a high gold level player. And I think showing him that would be great for him. He'd love it.
All right. So outside of league games, how often would you say you practice or play Smite?
Well, I'll solo queue Smite maybe 4 or 5 days a week. Don't think I really practice. I just maybe pass the time on the game. We all know the game's kind of gone downhill. So if anyone is really practicing or playing this game right now, I think you need to talk to someone about it.
Interesting. How often do you play with What's a JPEG? How many games have you played with him so far? You said not many.
We've played one actual league game, and aside from that, we've had a lot of scrims canceled on us, but not due to really our team. Other teams canceling. I don't know if they're scared to play us, or if we're the only team in the league that actually shows up to scrims, but it's nothing on our end.
You say, give me a second. Yeah, I only see like one game out of all those games I listed with What's a JPEG. No, more than one. All right. I guess for now I'm gonna move on to Critical. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Fine and dandy.
So, how do you fit into your team's dynamic?
I mean, like, what do you mean by that? Like, where I am?
First of all, yeah. So obviously, Warrior's your captain. How do you get along with him? I guess.
I mean, me and Warrior have
That's a
been
good way to
playing with
start.
each other for years.
Yeah.
Me and him can synergize really well together.
All right, cool. So does Warrior play in a lot of the games with you guys?
Yeah.
So does he do a lot of
he's the
shot
one
calling?
that's.
Or is
I
he
mean,
not a shot caller?
I mean, he tries shot calling late game. You, in my opinion, it usually should be me or our jungler, since we're always in the fights. But again, we personally, as a whole, have to work on our comms together.
All right. We're up to you. Would you be staying on your current team of What's a JPEG for next season?
I'm not sure, actually. It depends with what Warriors' plans are.
All right. So do you play with Warrior a lot, like outside of league? games?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not too much
That's cool.
recently with just how much I've been working, but we have a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that's enough.
All right.
Now we do this for real.
So I asked you this question almost for fun. If you would say that What's a JPEG had a rival team, what team would it be?
I'm not really not sure. I
Yeah.
want to say Gorilla Museum because we are friends with Caribou and Penguino on that team too, and Savvy was from there, so it just makes it even funnier.
Mm-hmm.
You've got gas closing in fast. Get to the safe zone.
Now did What's a JPEG reach out to you pre-draft? Did you expect to go to this team?
I didn't expect it. Me and Warrior were talking during the draft because again we're friends. He didn't expect me to go that far to him, down that far. He said if you go this far, I'll just pick you up anyway. Because I've had other teams reach out to me prior, and yeah, he didn't expect me to fall that far down.
Yeah. Do you know play like around where you were in draft? Were you like mid-draft?
Primary objective is to kill
I
them all.
think I was later in the first round.
Mm-hmm. All right. If you weren't going to go to What's a JPEG, what's I guess your follow-up team you would have chosen if you could have?
Again, I'm really not sure because I would have just gone to really anyone.
Whoever.
I'm not really picky. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's cool. For now, I'm gonna move on to MX Double, and then I'll probably just circle back to y'all with a few more general questions. MX Double, you here with us?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, fight to earn redeployment.
So, how's your season been going so far?
Fight kicking off. You can practice your aim.
It's been pretty
Taunting
good.
your enemy is an effective way to get inside their heads. So is a well-placed.
You were a All-Star Season 1, correct? With us being in Season 2 now? So, with you being an
Yes.
All-Star in Season 1, how's it... How would you say you got there outside of the All-Star vote?
Get ready to fight.
How did I say I became to be an all-star?
You win this fight,
Yeah.
you return to the front
Because I
line.
wasn't playing
You
yet,
lose,
that's why.
You're done here.
I think
Time to earn
That-
your freedom, soldier.
there wasn't really like any like known names, and I guess like mostly what the smart community is about names. Like no one really had a name, so like and most of the people in the smart Discord, I like know me outside of the league, so I think they just like I think I just came in here like with an advantage, I guess, because I was already known.
All right. How's it affected you this season?
This season, not one bit. Last season I was
Not one
solo.
bit.
This season I'm a support. I'm sure it's a completely different ball game. Mine comes as a solo. It can be dry as a potato early game, but mine comes as a support. Can be anything but dry at any point of the game. I always have to be talking.
All right. How do you and your captain get along?
We get on really well. Pretty well. We team outside of the league. So, and we've been friends for like a while now. So that just kind of carries over into like my game. And the trust we have also like carries over.
Have all three of you guys you guys just say you guys were in the league before? Have you guys like played casually before? You guys know each other, the three of you guys? You, Savvy, and Crit.
I don't know any of these two people. I'm not gonna be. I remember seeing Critical Mass's name like on Twitter and like the first like attempt of running CGSL. Oh, then that's the only time I actually remember seeing Critical Mass's name. I've never really been in parties with him. I've never heard of Savvy. Yeah.
Savvy, you've played with Crit, right? Or you
Yeah,
just now playing
I've
with him?
teamed with Crit, and I'm playing with him now. I've known him for a few years, but we don't always play together, but we get along. We know each other.
Do you have a team outside of Cgwn? Like, do you play
No.
any comp scenes outside? No. What about you, Crit?
Not anymore. I kind of just stepped away from that. It was too, especially with work interfering. I couldn't really juggle it.
No, I feel you. Back to you, Mixed Double. With you being a longtime member of CleDG, seeing a lot of our changes throughout season 1, how has it affected you? Has it affected you on more of a personal level, or just mostly your team?
The roles in CleDG.
Yeah, you know, we've been changing them around. You know, nothing's solid.
I would say that
I mean,
they
everything's
haven't really
solid.
affected our team because my whole like roster, like on paper, including the subs and everything, like they're all like so well behaved, and they like usually never like cause any trouble.
All right, soldier. Mark a drop point for your team.
But except for that one role where we almost got punished because we couldn't fit the roster cap. That was kind of dumb.
Yeah, that got
Thankfully,
changed.
they
So
changed
it's
that.
now 7. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but we don't really like get affected by those changes in the rules.
Do you only play one position for your team, or do you play 2 or more?
The fun position, like as like support wise, like role,
Yeah.
like carry. So
Yeah, I'm sorry.
yeah, I play nothing but support this season. I decided to go to support because I wanted to play with my good friend and my love of my life, Hoy White at Rose. So yeah, that's the reason.
Be advised, there's an enemy.
Like, I guess if you want to get like dig a little bit deeper, like in that topic, I'm also the shot caller, or target caller, and I'm usually the one that tells everyone how to like where to be on the map, or like let's say that we're like invading a camp, and I gave up like a 30-second heads up, asking them if they can be there in that camp, and you just plan ahead.
Earn your freedom, soldier.
Yeah, but that's my role that I play. I'm the in-game leader. That's the role I play in my team.
Learn from the lot. Failure's a proper teacher.
So, now, over on what's a JPEG? How are your guys' subs? You guys are both starters, right?
I am, yeah.
I don't know if I'm
you're a
starting or if it's in
sub,
the air yet. Yeah, I think I'm starting.
How are you
mean,
guys' subs?
I think our subs are fine.
If
Again,
I'm subbing, then we have the best subs in the league.
because like Alpha Drop was originally gonna be a starter, but then he was having like update issues, so we had to just put him as a sub anyway. And then then we put Nut Sauce as a starter, and I think he's fine. Again, he needs work with like listening, but player-wise, I think he's pretty decent. And JW Awesome, he kind of needs to develop more. But then we also have Savvy, our top damage bot.
All right. Do you guys? Same question I asked MX Double. Starting with Savvy, what role do you play for the team, as in literal role, as in support, sub, etc.? Or support.
Right now, I think I'm flexing mid ADC. I don't know. We haven't had a lot of time
I'm sorry.
to scrim or play with each other. But I actually have a question for MX Double, because I have some screenshots here of when my old team actually played against you guys, and you did not play too hot on the Cerberus. I think you did alright on the Ganesha, but I'm looking at this and I outdamaged your Zeus in game 2. In game 1 you had a new wall that just spammed her ult all game, and she did maybe 800 more damage to my Vulcan. Is that how your team performs if you're an all-star player?
You know, that's an interesting question. I definitely did not approve that question. You didn't discuss that with me before stream. So we're just gonna skip over that definitely. Now Crit, how are you doing? What's your position on your team?
Wait, MX, you can't answer questions?
I can.
No, I mean I don't need him to answer that question because you know it's my stream.
I can if he genuinely wants to answer to it.
No,
I mean, I
you don't
asked
need any
you,
of
but it
that.
looks like Danger
I-
said you can't talk.
You're going to the war zone.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
well-
gonna go ahead and wrap this up for you, Savvy. Thank you for your time. So, Crit, how are you doing, though?
Alright, I'm sorry for Savvy. I didn't think you were gonna, you know,
Nah,
do
that's fine. That's
something like
fine.
that.
You know how it goes. I expected something. I screamed in
Sorry, double in
pre-episode.
advance.
You know,
You're good,
that's
bro.
how it goes.
You're good.
But
Just a little bit of
how
friendly
you doing,
banter.
Critical?
Lead 'em in.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
guess so.
Gas is closing in.
I mean, my main role is support.
Mhm.
But then like my secondary's mid. I don't really have
Mhm.
much of a god pool in mid, but I think I can do fine there anyway. But yeah, my main role is basically support.
All right. All right. I guess we're just gonna kind of like do our shout outs on the episode. You know, Jesus, you got any shout outs? MX double, I apologize.
Shout
You
out.
got any shout
Yeah,
outs? Yeah.
I want to shout out Uninstall and Mormer. 'Cause I think they came into this league with like having zero game knowledge, like zero idea what they're doing. They don't know how, they're going from like going to not knowing how to play the mat to actually like holding their own and like so quickly in such a short span of time. So I'm just really happy and proud of how much they've improved.
Mhm. All right. And Crit, you got any I guess appropriate shout outs?
Why'd you have to say appropriate? I wasn't gonna shout out Savvy. Screw Savvy.
I don't know what's gonna happen on my stream anymore.
Yeah. Well, I'm not like Savvy. He's the only weird one on our team.
I mean, it's no big deal.
Yeah. I'm gonna shout out Bubba for basically the same thing, because from what I've heard, Davies has molded him pretty well. And this one is for Slayer. I'm shouting out Thunder. If he remembers Thunder.
Talking about like the guy we know, Thunder.
I don't know.
I don't know what you mean.
It's one of Slayer's old friends, and 2 years ago in Cleedy. His favorite person.
All right. Well, I appreciate everyone being on. Definitely an interesting episode. Yeah. So, Rhea, you're still here, right?